This is our conservative guy that will be in your state and will also be working a citizen council right by my side. Mike Gular.
Am I as loud as you? I don't know if I'm going to take her calls, by the way, just for the record. So,
you better take my calls.
Well, she keeps them short. Yep, thanks to all the volunteers out here today. And if there's any folks out there I missed, I'll be happy to talk to you. Yeah, it's time to get our citizen government back, and we're going to do that. I'm going to be working hard to get our jobs turned around. That's a mess right now. I mean, we're at U6 unemployment of 18% right now in Arizona. 18.4 or something like that. So, yeah, it's time to change that around. I mean, the first job I'm going to create is mine. I'm going to have to quit my job to go to the House. So, any accountants out there, there may be an opening. If you vote for me, there might be. And, yep, exactly. And then we're going to do...
Lives touched.
How many lives touched?
That's their new metric.
Well, I do have 400 kids that I work for, so I think that's, there's 400 more. I think that's basically what we're going to try to do, Janet and I. We're real people. It's the first time running. We're not politicians. So, like she says, we're only long-winded when we're talking to people out on the side. And I'm also going to try to do something with our education system with the way they waste money. I want to get my hands dirty and get in there and start taking a look at their budgets, and with the help of a few administrators in these schools, maybe we can start doing something so they can actually start using their money wisely as opposed to the way they're being spent now. Yeah. We've got one more young man here today. I believe he's a polo player from New Mexico, I hear, and he's running for Justice of the Peace, and by far he's got the best signs in the Valley. So my honor and privilege to introduce Dan Coleman, who's running for Justice of the Peace.
Thanks to everybody for coming out today. My name's Dan Coleman. Most of you know me. I'm running for Justice of the Peace out here. One of the drawbacks of running for judicial office is you actually can't say anything meaningful on any issue that anybody cares about. Because as a judge, you may have to issue an opinion on that, and they don't want anybody knowing what your opinion might be before it happens. So I'll take my candidate for judge hat off for a minute and put on my Dan Coleman as a person hat. I grew up in a town that was so small it was only on one side of the road. And one thing we learned in Rodeo, New Mexico that's as valuable today as it was 30 years ago is that you get what you make for yourself. And many of you know I ran for a state representative out here 4 years ago as a Republican. And I don't envy Mike and Janet for what they're trying to do, because politics is a hard business. But one of the three legs that our country stands on is the judicial branch. And as many people know, that the way our country's worked in the last 20 years or so is when they don't agree with what happens politically, they take it to the courts. And they get what they want by convincing one person to believe something that the majority may not believe, or may even a supermajority doesn't believe. So until as a country we get people in the judicial branch of our nation that are conservative, that believe in the rights of the individual, that believe that as Americans our rights are handed to us by God, not by the United Nations, then our country will continue to go down the path that it's going on. So I hope you all had enough to eat today. I thank everybody that came out and helped us put this together. We're going to have a lot of leftovers, so hopefully maybe we'll do this again before the election comes in November. And do whatever you can to get people to get registered to vote and come out and vote on November 2nd. And let's turn our country and our state around and get us pointed in the right direction one more time. And thank you again. Take care and God bless.